Wonders of the world will never cease to happen. Rigathi Gachagua and his close allies have been very vocal supporting Djibouti's candidate. And because of that, they went ahead and influenced their supporters who started supporting Djibouti's candidate. And all along, they have been telling us how SADC had endorsed the Djibouti's candidate. I hope Kenyans can still remember how Raila Odinga's haters have been saying how SADC endorsed Djibouti's candidate. Yesterday, SADC threw its weight behind Madagascar's candidate. And the same people are now saying Raila is going to lose because of that. The same people who told us SADC was supporting Djibouti's candidate. Wonders of the world will never cease to happen. That aside, looking at Rigathi Gachagua and some of his close allies, they are now making a U-turn. They are now talking of a possibility of Raila Odinga winning AUC. Why the sudden change of stand? It's interesting. Let's have a look at a post shared out by Rigathi Gachagua a few hours ago as I speak. His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, Kenya's finest Right Honorable Raila Odinga, is undoubtedly the best bet for the African Union Commission chairmanship. Africa deserves the best. There is no doubt about Raila's worldview and championship for African people. As a continent, we need a Raila Odinga character to gel the Anglophone and the Francophone selves towards the continent of the future. His win in Addis Ababa imprints his quest for his Pan-African spirit he has lived and championed. Raila Odinga's win will be good and progressive for Africa. His victory will be a win for Kenya, our motherland. That's Rigathi Gachagua. The big question is Rigathi Gachagua genuine? Does he want Raila Odinga to win? While Rigathi's close allies have all along been campaigning for Djibouti's candidate, why the sudden change of heart just a day to the election? I listened to Kalonzo Musyoka yesterday. He has also now changed his position. He was saying that should Raila Odinga fail, then he should retire. But yesterday, Kalonzo is now saying if Raila Odinga fails to clinch that seat, he should come back home and help in removing William Samoei Ruto. And some very close Rigathi Gachagua's allies, since yesterday they have also changed their tunes. They are now saying Kenya Kwanza does not want Raila Odinga to win. That Kenya Kwanza wants Raila Odinga to lose so that Raila Odinga can come back to the country to campaign for Kenya Kwanza. Those are some very close Rigathi Gachagua's allies speaking as from yesterday. So it's very clear they have changed their tunes. I want us to put all this into perspective for Kenyans to understand in clear terms what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. Yesterday, upon SADC urging its 16 member states to support Madagascar's candidate, that dealt a serious blow to the Djibouti's candidate. Madagascar and Djibouti, these are all Francophone. So there is a very high possibility that even the Francophone countries can dump Djibouti's candidate if at all they wanted to support Djibouti for Madagascar's candidate. If that Madagascar's candidate is now coming out as stronger, he has a better chance than the Djibouti's candidate. That declaration dealt a serious blow to the Djibouti's candidate. Raila Odinga's haters are now confused. They see their candidate having no chance. That's why they are talking the way Rigathi Gachagua is talking. They are confused. They know their candidate will lose. And in their confusion, they are seeing a likely possibility of Raila Odinga winning. So they just want to be part of the winning team. So that should Raila Odinga win tomorrow, they will say that we've been supporting Raila Odinga. You know, Kenyans do forget things very easily. Rigathi making a U-turn today, and his supporters making a U-turn today, tomorrow Kenyans will have forgotten that Rigathi and his team have been against Raila Odinga's win. That's how forgetful Kenyans are. And Rigathi understands that very well. That's why he's making that U-turn. He knows Raila Odinga has a very high chance of winning. If you look at the 16 member states of SADC, Tanzania is part of the member states, DRC is part of the member states, South Africa is part of the member states. I'm just trying to identify these countries because irrespective of what happened, Cyril Ramaphosa cannot abandon Raila Odinga. Mama Samia Suluhu cannot abandon Raila Odinga. Felix Tshisekedi cannot abandon Raila Odinga. These are people who've got a personal relationship with Raila Odinga. And this is going to be a secret ballot. So already, from where I sit, I'm very sure that those three countries will stand with Raila Odinga. And again, if you look at most of the remaining SADC countries, a whopping majority of them still pledged in public to support Raila Odinga. And these are things Kenyans should not assume. That vote will be about the individual interest of each of the 55 AU countries. We know 6 have been banned, so 49 will be voting. This election will be about the self-interest of the 49 AU states that will vote. It will not be the interest of the blocs per se, but it will be mostly the interest of each individual state. These countries stand to gain a lot by identifying with Kenya than identifying with Djibouti or with Madagascar. So if you look at it objectively, without taking sides, Raila Odinga has a very high chance of winning that election come tomorrow. It's only that hate has blinded Kenyans and they can't see these things objectively. I won't be wrong to say that come tomorrow's election, we might find the race being tighter between Raila Odinga and Madagascar's candidate. And should no candidate garner 2/3 majority, then that race will proceed to the second round. And Djibouti's candidate might not even feature in the second round. It's a very interesting election, ladies and gentlemen. Should Raila lose that seat, just as I did explain yesterday, nothing stops him from contesting for the presidency, or nothing stops him from campaigning for William Samoei Ruto. What I know, if Raila Odinga was to support any candidate for presidency in Kenya, that candidate will be none other than William Samoei Ruto. I'm saying that with a lot of confidence. I don't think Raila Odinga, with what he has gone through, he can opt to support an opposition candidate. he'll most obviously support someone with the instruments of power, someone with a higher chance of winning that seat of the presidency in Kenya. So regarding Gachagwa's team, they are already sensing a Raila Odinga's win come tomorrow. That's why they are now making these U-turns. But Kenyans should always remember that Rigathi and his team have all along been opposed to Raila Odinga's winning that seat. They have all along not been patriotic. And even if you were to do a survey today, you'll find Kenyans across board are supporting Raila Odinga, save for only Rigathi Gachagua supporters. A majority of Kenyans are supporting Raila Odinga's candidature. Forget about the online noise. Go to the ground and do a proper survey. A majority of Kenyans are with Raila Odinga. Let me stop it there. In case you're watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.